Okay, so this is how I make my pasty parcels without waste. What I'm going to do is fold up the sheet of pastry to a third. Just eyeball it, doesn't have to be perfect. And it's just a fold. Open it out and turn the pastry around and do exactly the same. Bring the bottom edge up to that fold. Okay. Open it out. This pastry is a little bit soft and it actually broke when I got it out, but that's okay. Bring the bottom edge up. We've turned it round, so bring that bottom edge back up to be a third. Open it out, and what you have is a fold across here and two folds here. Now to cut, we're going to take the very end fold all the way down. Turn and take the very end fold all the way down. Then that middle one just goes to the cut. So we have a square and we have 3 rectangles. And I'll show you how we work with that. First of all, I'm going to brush it with egg wash and then I'll go from there. So here's my lovely pasty mixture in my Thermomix bowl. And this is how I place it onto the pastry. So I've just made a little round, not too high, just a little bit of height there, but I've made sure that that there's edges around, leave an edge around that. And then we simply bring that top bit down and seal. Okay, easy as that. And then I'll put it on my tray and I'll crimp it on my tray and brush with an egg wash. And of course I'll put some holes in the pastry. Now when we've got this single square here, but I've got 2 sheets of pastry here. So the single square will simply make another pasty parcel. Easy as that. So I get 9 out of 2 sheets of pastry. And they're great because they just sit in your hand, they're easy to eat, and they're nice hot or cold. Ready to go in the oven. You see this one fell to bits a little bit when it cracked when I took it off the sheet. Another trick to do with these is do an egg wash, pop them in the fridge for 10 minutes or so, do another egg wash, and you'll get this beautiful golden gloss on top of your pasty parcels. And I think when the pastry's cold, it actually puffs a lot better as well. This is what I cook my pasties on, my pasty parcels. Honestly, it is brilliant. This is the extra large rose gold tray from the mix shop, and it is the bomb. It is so heavy. That is really hard to pick up in one hand, I'm telling you. It is really heavy gauge, coated aluminium, so it's got that beautiful smooth non-stick surface. And of course with the mat, it just makes everything so much easier. It's just a wipe over mat. No need to waste baking paper every time you bake. And it fits a dozen of my pasty parcels easily. So, I wouldn't be without it. I've got 2. At the mix shop, if you don't have a consultant, pop me in as your consultant. I might get a little bit of commission.